Got up in the morning, took a shot, it's a rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a writer, no, you just an idol. You got me feeling like Big Sean in it. 5, 4, 3, 2, I deserve a minute. Wait a minute, gotta get up and over, regain my composure. No longer my lover, finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me. Think with your heart, don't think with your body. Clever. Sorry not sorry, sorry not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me.
Check, 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 check. And we are live and lively. Yeah, and we're rolling downtown like the hound, the bus hound. Just want to say manners and respect to each and everybody for tuning in. It's all about the topics. You don't know, it's me alongside Alan Powell, the great one. Yeah, and yeah, it's all about the topics. You don't know. It was a phenomenal weekend for me. I don't know about Alan. I went to Vancouver, and did what I had to do best. You know what I mean? Just be myself. You don't know. Entertaining as well. Alan, how was your weekend?
Um, my weekend was all right. Um, I am yet to see what this don't give me some word. The new and improved ladies, the new and improved dancers. No, I ain't get to see the new and improved dancers yet. I feel like maybe inter-primary weekend. That's when I'm gonna see the new girls. Understand? Probably see the DJ. And we're gonna see what going on. You know, name is building up a strip club culture. You realize what I mean? Huh?
Yeah.
You know, how come you feel like Nevis having a feeling about football career?
Me not hear what you just said.
Why you think that is happening right now?
Yeah, what happening?
The strip club culture. How come you feel like that they I get so prominent there?
Oh, bye, bye. What? Um,
Don't start to get what?
how must answer this? By people, remember people are see things on TV now, no? So people are gonna can't do what you see on TV now, no?
Oh, you feel like is that?
People
You
are
feel
being
like is that?
televised now, no?
I don't feel like is that, Jason. No, I feel like it's a lack of sex. Um, when you see these things in a society, um, a society would place this if one more person tell me that this thing is terrible, I'll be gonna have a heart next. Only one more. You just need to rewind. So anyway, society will put women in a broke situation, and then those women would end up having to take on the sexual frustration. I mean, I tell you, I had this conversation with somebody, and they said, "You realize the same set of man does deal with multiple ladies, so the ladies and them just a cycle between that set of man.
Yeah,
There is a growing proportion of man who ain't getting no kind of action on it. Yes, and when you realize that that is the case, okay, I feel like you should have. That's the shut down. What you want? Listen, and I want, and me saying so old and nothing, but I'm saying so like I feel like we need to bring the thing so that the people then go here. If I be honest, they can't hear. Feel like we're laying down the audience. The audience is the number one priority. I do have a mic. Supposedly have a mic. It ain't set up yet. If y'all want this to end right now, and we try later in the week, let me know. Let me know because I'm saying you are you all are the priority. Boom. God. Stop that. I feel like we don't have a early one.
Okay. Try unplugging your mic, refreshing your page, and coming in from your computer mic, and see if that's a little better than the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will be back.
Yeah, man. Manners and respect to everybody. You don't know, share this show, share this show. You know, and if you want to be part of the group chat, you know what I mean, you could check in the comments for the link for the group chat. And you don't know, while Alan is sorting out his microphone, I just want to give kudos to Chevron Lewis, Chef Chef Jeffers Lewis, for being on the show yesterday. I didn't even follow up with it. You know what I mean? Luckily I saw a clip of something. I was like, whoa, you know. But hey, it is what it is, and I mean, like, whew, it was a breathtaking moment for me, and I'm like, what? Hmm. I run up all everybody. That me I say.
You go hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Better than before. It's possible that we could go on.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I'm out.
I have been hear what I was saying with regards to the strip clubs being because I mean, watch out. I might say this sounds stupid, but there are studies telling you right now less and less men are having sex. Man, I take a longer or lose the virginity, and I'm just seeing strip clubs popping up. I feel like there's a correlation when I'm looking at this. And I ain't saying that all the people them who go in there ain't getting none. Sometimes you just want to see some titties. I understand that part there. That is yep. But I feel like I feel like Jason, if we're being honest, if we're being real about why all of a sudden the strip clubs are a thing in Nevis is sexual frustration on the part of the man them. Some of it, cause some of the man them who got in a relationship. And the man decide, bye, you know, can't around the again there tonight. That's a part two. That's a part two. But I feel like if we're being real, it's sexual frustration is the cause of this new wave that we see going on right now. But big up to the new and improved whoever girls. That's what I see. Right? Nah,
What's
Gigi,
up, City?
Gigi, Gigi, I can show you studies, my brother. It's a real thing. Um, Jason, I tell you again in a while. Well, me not get it. Wow. You know the house where my grandmother used to live at the foot of the road from by me. You know there
Yeah.
was a big stone down there.
Yes.
The big stone has been removed.
Hmm.
One thing with Spencer Brand, he could take out some stone. He could dig out stone. So the stone
If you go move,
gone.
if you go move the big rock, you can move anything.
Yeah, that no nothing. That no nothing tap. So the stone is gone, and you don't know when the government come and trouble anything with you get back and brand new wall. And I hear something about they want to 75% of the wall. I'm here to tell you right now. That not gonna look good. That not gonna look good. I can't believe that the premier is going to put back 75% on wall. I know the budget small for the Minister of Roads and Public Works and all that kind of thing there. But I mean, you know, start back out the thing, let the thing look like how the thing may look, you know?
Yeah. But the budget wasn't small when everybody got wild, even who not live Even who not live in Paneland go all over Broomhill.
But that's what I'm saying. And you see, I don't even want to bring in that. I know for sure that my premier ain't gonna come and give me no 75%. You understand? Me don't know. I gonna get 100%. So me don't discount. When me hear about the 75% wall, me say no. No, that not sound like I'm a premier who do things big, world class. You understand? So me don't know. Me don't know everything else out. So, and at least when you reach down to the foot of the road now, you will be able to look to the left and actually see where a vehicle come. You
Nice.
understand? And then kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, big up to Honorable Spencer Brand. Even though you have the smallest budget of all, well, no. Technically, you're the deputy premier. You fall off into the smallest budget of all the ministers. But at least you're the deputy. You're acting when people got. So, big up Honorable Spencer Brand. My next thing, I'll be good to give you this now too. The Bank of Nevis would have had a shareholder meeting
Yeah.
last week Thursday. I don't know what was the case. I think I hear that they gave out dividends. And if anybody who is listening is also they borrowed into for the water drilling, I think I think they're just gonna spend it now, GG. Yeah, they've been a late build up interest, but now they're gonna spend it. That's what you go to see. Um, yeah, I think Bank of Nevis had a better year than National because they actually paid out dividends. And if anybody is listening and you're a shareholder in the Bank of Nevis, you're supposed to have a special general meeting next week. Next week when? Next week Wednesday, I think is the date. So y'all need to log back in and find out what's going on, protect your interests. And I wanted to know how much money Bank of Nevis make. I went down, I just be doing a little pocket watching. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
went down and when the bank is doing good, it does indicate to me that things going on in the country. So at least from the Bank of Nevis standpoint, I know that things was going on. I don't know how good if anybody is a shareholder and they know any specifics about how much money the bank made. You could let us know. But National Bank on the other hand, which I think the government is a majority shareholder in, lost $300 million in contrast to the Bank of Nevis. So obviously them not paying no dividends for the first time in like about 5 years or something. Yeah, yeah. So National Bank didn't have a wonderful time. And I hope that our banks are safe. Understanding we're seeing big banks. The big banks in America. I see two banks fall up this week. SVB, which was a startup bank, and another bank there, can't remember the name, and Credit Suisse in Europe. So I hope that the banks down here are doing good. I know National, as many assets as you have on paper. I would tell you, don't try to lose no more money this year. Yeah, particularly, yeah, yeah,
All the debt gone for land.
yeah. But I can't. They say they paid $208 million on some kind of financial instrument. Gigi, that's the thing. More are going to fall up. Some kind of financial instrument and another 100 million pound something. All I know, national, it wasn't good. And maybe nothing's bad because maybe not ask like, so national is not gonna announce the AGM and me not been here. Nothing. And then me hear silent, me get a silent thing. And me see, we have lost $296 million. My God. But
Wow.
the thing of it is, who got bank account will buy like a child. But
Alan,
anyway,
I got a question.
yes. Tell me.
Any of that, any of that money was from the cyber attack that they lost?
I didn't hear them refer anything to the cyber attack. All the money that they lost. Oh yeah, the next set of money what they said they lose was because of like what they had invested in Wall Street, and they say basically the stocks where they invest in suffered. I don't know if
Uh,
they had invested in any cryptocurrency.
no, a lot of the times, no, they wouldn't do that. A lot of the times they invest in bonds, and
Mm.
because inflation and the
Oh
rise,
yeah,
bonds price falling. So
yeah.
that's the bank
Every
state.
because what happening now is the same thing happened to SVB. The returns what they get on the bonds before. Right now the bonds that the government giving out more returns. So everybody who got them old bonds there suffered. So I don't know if they were a owner of some of these US bonds. But if they as long as they're liquid, they should be able to ride it out. But I don't think they could take another hit like that. By no. His signature bank was the second one. Um. Anyway, talking about the SVB bank, there, it give me an idea. I feel like the government. I think they do this thing with the what where they giving away the not giving away. You have to apply and have a business plan and all this
The
kind of stuff.
grant?
But when yeah, the 100,000. I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like one of them kind of startup banks there would be good for Nevis.
Hmm. Huh?
Yeah, Javan, I'm not saying they have that on paper, but when you got assets, that's the thing. You could own a lot of land somewhere, and you tell me that the land is owned this, and the other. You not got the money. The land is
You
still
know the
got to
money.
yourself. You not got
The
the money.
oh,
You got land. What value something? When you got the government who owe your money, especially when it's the Navy side on administration, and you hear them say them books, you don't know what going on. Because you also got to look at who owe them money and what's the likelihood they're gonna get back the money
so
in short and
so
all
in
these
other
kind of things.
words, the bank right now got more assets than more lucrative cash flow.
Me not say none of that. All me say is that for 2022, the National Bank of St. Nevis and Anguilla lose $296 million, and it's very important. When you read the bank report, you could kind of put it with the budget, because if the bank watching things and the bank are doing business, so the bank could tell you, well, this is what we're seeing in the market. So it's very important to read the bank report. Even just it got a little section. It is like 2 pages. That there itself would let you know. Well, okay, this is what we experienced this year. This is what we see, and the bank is saying they're gonna have to pull up the socks this year. And I
But
would
question,
imagine, yeah. Mhm.
is it is that the total for the bank between St. Kitts and Nevis, or just Nevis alone?
Um, I want to believe that is St. Kitts and Nevis, the whole bank.
Okay.
Gigi, yes, a copy of the annual report is on the National Bank website. I don't see the Bank of Nevis one yet. I'm very excited to read the Bank of Nevis one. I want to see how much money they make. If it was a big number, a small number. I don't know about the Royal Bank of whatever. The one I mean like. The people then will tell me, will promise me, Alan, your car gonna work in America this time. I promise you, you're gonna work in America this time. And I reach America, and the car now. And then they promise me, Alan, I'll be gonna send you a car, and that car they gonna work, and they then send the car, and that car don't work. The bank will use the Scotia Bank. Them people there, yeah, me don't know about them. Cause they just give a global figure. Then they say they make must $4 billion or some kind of thing. But the bank them, cause the bank don't even make no $4 billion.
Also, they factor in the loss with the global figure and make it look like a loss.
No, well, the bank down there is a global bank. Them they connected all over the place. So they're gonna be able to, because they got a bigger pool, they always gonna be able to say, well, this is what we make. Whereas Bank of Nevis is St. Kitts and Nevis, National Bank is St. Kitts, Nevis and Anguilla, them kind of thing there. Credit union go. Credit union has been growing based on what I see. So them are known. But national had a rough year. National had a real quiet year. I'm gonna tell you. Um, the next thing I'm gonna talk about, right, is this war in Ukraine. I feel like the big countries are talking about the possibility, at least, of war. Nobody know for sure. Nobody definitely wants it, but there is tension um, between China and Taiwan. Um, China keeping an eye on this Ukraine thing. China, well, they want Ukraine get over with this thing in 2 weeks, you know. Cause them man would have march in Taiwan immediately after that day. To do what they got to do. But I feel like because of this, it is necessary that the governments of small island, cause I mean, I'll fight it. I definitely ain't fighting nobody. But at the same time, we got to prepare for war. The la I heard stories because my great grandmother was a young woman at the time of the Second World War. And he had certain things like that man tell you like no flour been there Navy son. And they had to, this is the story I got. But that man said like they take the guinea and then they shave them down and make a kind of flour out of that. This is what we was dealing with. Supply lines are gonna be cut. I wanna tell the government. You see how like the poultry thing? I respect it. I respect it. Because I could see how if we reach a stage where we start, we're gonna need to be processing some chickens for real. I could see how it gonna happen. I feel like yeah, the farming we gonna got to really, we have to prepare as a small country to sustain ourselves. Just in case the worst comes to worst. I feel like Dr. Joe, instead of giving out what you say again? CBI thing, me not get none. But wherever CBI money, put it in a place where we might need it later. We might need it a little later down. Feel like we need to prepare as a country, as me say, for when this thing get done. Because when America decide to move, when anybody decide to move, we gonna be pushed aside. Them man
What
don't want
about
concern
gas?
about that. Well, with regards to the gas situation, right? Me feel like them time they are gonna go do some gangster things. We gonna got to get some oil from Venezuela. I mean, is either that a lot of people ain't know this, right? But America right now is the largest producer of gas in the world. So it's possible we could get gas from America too. The only problem is that if them in the war, them priority gonna be well gas for the troops. Me no really feel like them man all look down Banabe and say, bah, them they need gas. That how come I feel like Venezuela, we don't go tell America, hey, see what going on, respect what going on. We don't got to deal with the Venezuelans. Cause I be dance down here while I offer it. Boy, boy.
Hmm.
I don't want the horse cat and donkey cat come back. But as
Hmm.
I said, just a small thing, I feel like we need to prepare. But I see a lot of people went to the chicken story. A lot of people want to know. Me don't know if I because the government tell them I grow chicken, you know. Me hope that the man change up the language and let people know we not got no growing chicken. You're gonna be rearing chicken. Me don't know that I be get gas from Venezuela. I feel like there are it's supposed to get sanctions if you get gas from Venezuela like us. Me don't think how people get. Me not I feel like part of the thing of how we don't get to send money to Venezuela and people feel like we good with them is because America kind of not care. Like, what is us
Hmm.
sending $1 million to Venezuela? That not mean nothing. But if we got to get real tight with them, no, you know, Canada dancer, me no know you're a dancer. You been a dance this weekend? Yes,
Listen me play sleep and listen to one day. Study sheet. Alright, KFC TT.
I, um, but yes, I've been had that kind of thing to say about Cleon, right? But people don't get vexed when me talk about Cleon. But me I gonna say it anyway. So, come in really hear nobody said this year neither. And I don't feel like certain people who live in a way no about part of the story. Then. So me watch this thing, right? And me watch and me say, Cleon was like, you know, let me be the lead. Let me be. Morning, when you're supposed to respond to the budget that Cleon reached late. So the person who wanted to be the opposition leader reached late when this is the time now when you could stand up and respond and be like, you know, you could do this thing and shine for Alan and show me by. You could be the leader of the party, you know. Cleon reached late. Cleon wasn't prepared. No. When you're responding to the budget, it's a hard thing. Because Mark won't come and Mark will give you a document, 350 something pages. Plus, he can give you another 60 pages of his speech. And he can basically be like, well, what should them then respond tomorrow? That's the process. So, me know hard. When you come late the next morning, you show me, me definitely no want to talk. They take off the Wednesday, because the Wednesday was Parliament in Singles, and come back the Thursday and clear on attack the last Thursday. And Cleon still not had nothing to say. At a moment in time where you could impress me, you could impress the population, you could be like, you know, I, I am the woman. I could do this thing. I could lead. Look at me. Look at my speech and compare it to Janice one. You can't compare that. And then Cleon come in and Cleon again be nothing at all. So it kind of all I'm saying is for anybody because at some point in time in CCM too. Just like how Mark had to chop off Van's head. Somebody had to chop off Mark head. Because Mark is not gonna be there and be like, no, I will resign. No, at some point in the you're gonna chop off your head. When you do that, you must be prepared from the time you initiate, from the time he know he going to the gallows. You got to be ready to step up to the plate immediately after that. So it's just a kind of learning lesson. Because as I'm saying, eventually, my uncle, well, she was too busy being too friendly with the government side and undermining it. Don't want to hear anything about her. But fine. No. Listen, me not feel like Cleon. I don't feel like Cleon ever realistically thought about joining CCM at any moment in time. No. Me no want to believe Cleon so naive about this thing. But as I have it about that. I got a thing with Lataya thing.
She's still alive?
Yeah. Lataya is back on her feet. Lataya foot only hot on the day before election. The day before election. No. I'm gonna tell you when it started hot on. It started hot
Nomination.
on nomination day. And it stopped hot on the day after election. As soon as election done, foot good again. Heal.
Jetty,
When,
Jetty, what you saying, dog? We ain't biased around here. Yeah, we congratulate her. You know what I mean? Because she doing something good within the community. But that's how it's supposed to be. And if they're fucking up, we're gonna address the matter when they're fucking up too. We ain't gonna just address them for doing bad.
let me see. Lataya single still?
I don't know what page I on. I can't find the page. We just skip we just skip the page anymore.
This is not for the Swift. I'm trying to find out.
We come today.
Boy, I unemployment and job creation. Listen, you know me can't understand. Is it only in the government that you could do things for people? Is this because according to the premier, you can't do things for people in the opposition. So, Jason, the question I'm being asked, you could do you could if you ain't in the government, you could do things for people.
Eh, if you got the financial resources, but how much financial resources you go give up so?
Well, suppose me I train people. Suppose me I impart in knowledge in a manner that me I give a man a skill. Me I do something for people.
Mm-hmm.
It got to be financial.
Um, it depends on what you want to give to the people, eh? You know what I mean? Because, like, for instance, all of she know she gonna be in opposition, right? When she first running, right? And she said she gonna make sure St. Thomas is get state of the art health center, right? Which you know, the only how that would have happened if she was well off financially.
Um, I wanted cause now the health center was gonna be amazing. No? If Lataya Jones could get the premier to build a new St. Thomas's primary, I feel like he gonna win. How me sound, Jason? Cause that one of the things where the she thing right now. As you say, he got on the health center. The health center is there for cotton ground, brand new health center, and special mobile. mobile health fairs. Me don't know if them they gonna be on Samsung or iPhone, but there will be mobile health fairs and all them kind of thing there. If you get the school building, a brand new St. Thomas's primary school building, dying enough to wait around, I feel like the mission
Mm,
is impossible. I don't know why the hell she promising all them things there. I don't know why she
right?
promising all of them things there.
He could promise it, don't know, in the fact that you're gonna be in a position, don't know, after you just come up with something else again.
What? New fencing, new back. Listen, right? She talking about in your basketball court. Um, main feel like no more your basketball court need to be built in a Nevis. And me, man, I gotta be against someone like a hater right now, right? Boy, me not see it, you know. Me not see it when it come to the basketball. Me not see it. I'll see it with netball, kind of. See basketball, like Nevis people to shot, me. I don't know. I don't know. I would like us to probably maybe produce a guard. Parry did everything for St. Thomas and still lost the government. Well, Parry not do it in a opposition. Maybe if she do it in opposition, y'all will give her a chance.
But I don't get the state, you know what I mean? Because yeah, he lost the government, but he didn't lose his seat. You know what I mean? He did what he did when he was in power.
Hmm.
He spread the work, you know? He didn't spread the work in one place. So even if he didn't get the opportunity to do the school, yeah, I mean he still did a lot within that one term.
But even when I was looking at, cause he got some. One of the criticism was CCM had of NRP, right? Is NRP only do road. NRP specialize in roads. I mean, watch it back and me say, boy, that they kind of harsh, boy. But but I respect it in a sense to Jason. Cause watch it, when you do a road, right, it's only expensive. The good part of doing road is like you're providing jobs for the billing of the road. But after that, big man, I just maintenance and them kind of thing then. Unless it's a toll road, you just put yourself to expense.
That's true. Because Parina had to build a road in a Gingerland. Because Gingerland wasn't a sure seat.
By all up to them where they maybe not think about, cause when you've been ahead of Zion, you also had to pass through some kind of wine, like the gut and them used to wine. But them man straighten up the road, and I feel like road is good when you're connecting places, them type of things. So it's easier. Like
Listen,
having having said that, me not understand how the Hamilton road not do that. If you see what me I say, because that there is a vital road when certain things man.
but listen, Alan. The, when it comes to the vital roads, yeah, some NRP overhaul that too. The most vital roads too. Like the main road from the back of land and straighten it up a bit. You know what I mean? Now you got car cross there, fly across the like a highway.
No, no,
Them
no,
time
no, no. Not right now.
they still don't know.
But then again, well, when you're in the region of the airport, I'm tell boy, St. James right now have the most potholes in the country by far. Ain't close. Followed by
Wow.
St. Paul's. But everybody else might be tired second. But St. James, more yeah. But yeah. Until them man don't do what them a do, them in have out the fun nothing.
What
Me glad you
CCM
never know
what
man.
CCM what CCM good at what CCM good at is building back road to the to other people private property and all kind of stuff to real estate.
Bye. Somebody backward them important, eh? You know, you, you know when you want to cheat, you can't drive on the main road. You have to have some respect. So you know, the backward and them are important. You know that aspect. There is only when like is a road leading down to one region. That not good enough. That as me say, you not gonna win in that. CCM chaser, we don't know how to lot detail. I mean, but
Yeah,
it
yeah, but
happens.
hear this, Gigi. Hear this, Gigi. They bring them back, right? You understand me? Because guess what? They come to the conclusion because they were saying, "Oh, our people could have do this. Our people could have do that." You understand me? But guess what? If you got an engineer for building houses, you can't expect them to do the road.
Collect me stop guy St. James. Me only had one St. James friend, but and she not let me no more. I ever see her driving on the back road with put the thing. Oh my god. I have multiple reasons for driving on back road, Miss Lewis. I was just saying that one of the possible reasons is
But
when you're
Alan,
being respectful to your lady. You can't be
but Alan,
cheating pan main road.
but Alan, you live on a back road. So what they saying?
Exactly. Is there these things so me can him drive within my own community. People don't start to
Me,
report me. Can't go so.
me live on a back road too.
Mm-hmm. So you gotta tell you.
Enough time you see me and
But
you want to know who me a sneak boy. You know what I mean? You know me know them me live. Pan a back road.
looking
They
for
had to call
somebody.
them back. They had to do the rest road. The last road they did before they run better and they should still home. Um I think the last road Sorry Paving did. You know what I mean? I think allegedly the government had some hand in it. You know what I mean? In terms of not finances, but in terms of like materials and all that stuff there. Because normally I feel like Syrup even does provide their own material and do their own stuff because they know how they want the stuff. Because when if you look at certain roads that Syrup even do, you understand me, the foundation they'll be packed, they just got the stone them and pack them in a fence, in a some galvanized fence wire. You know what I mean? So that could be the foundation and all that type of stuff there, especially for bridges. You get me? So like when you see certain things are being come to a fall, you know what I mean? That's when you know, yo, you could tell these suckers didn't have the right material. These suckers were
Mm.
maybe contracted or maybe subcontracted to some extent, so they didn't get the the full length. That's what I think. That they didn't get the full arm's length of doing the work how they usually do. Because as far as I see, apart from St. Thomas's, where by Kattengong area there, apart from that, even the road to Four Seasons they did. Even the airport in St. Kitts they did. Like I'm not see nothing else happen to nobody else road except that particular one there because I feel allegedly the government will providing the material and I feel like get the material how they want it or whatever.
See, Javon Green has confirmed what you just said. He said right from Nevis Quarry they come from and they use the same asphalt plan. I work there so I could tell you. So I could say. Just as you said.
Okay.
That's how you go.
So because when you know quality when you say quality, yeah? Because like these guys has done a lot of amazing work. You check it out, but guess what? At the time, Sissy was in a position when they just come around. Oh, Fox people not gonna work. Them are gonna work who clean this and that or whatever, whatever. Yo, public works is the job is maintenance.
Mm-hmm. We got to if we want public works to do more, for my part, we got to put more technical people in a public works. We want
Exactly.
we want as Mr. Brown has said, we want quantity surveyors, number one. So we know that we need this amount of material to do this amount of work, so we could kind of control the spending. That's that are one thing. We also need engineers who could build these road and thing using the same materials from the same plan. How the roads are done different. So Jason, that is your question. You say paving and the
So
government they use the same material from the same plant. How the roads are done different. Me feel like it come down to the expertise. Me feel like sorry paving that little more technical people are guide them.
that
Could be wrong.
and it comes down to that because guess what I'm saying? You can't get somebody who study engineering for a house and projects, all this kind of stuff here, because these are standstill projects and put them over a road. You get what I'm saying? They
Really.
have the proper people to do the proper detailing work and all this type of stuff. You check it out?
So
So guess what?
it come down to you got to kind of specialize.
Yes.
Okay.
Because guess what? They could
Serious.
test anything. They could test anything within the pressure of the road and all that type of stuff there. You know what I mean? It got this word. What this word? PSI. You check it out, PSI, right? You know what I mean? You gotta be very particular with something PSI when you're dealing with roads, eh? You check it out because you could be I put on concrete for a house and I put on 200 PSI. Then I mean the same 200 PSI gonna be working for the road.
Um, I have a side tangent to get off.
Yes.
Since we in the cotton ground area, I was talking about war before. Um, there's gonna be a war over water coming. It might not be in my lifetime, but more than likely it's gonna be in my lifetime. There's gonna be a war over water, and you see that same Nelson Spring. I be need to make sure that nothing happen to Nelson Spring. I'm telling you, it's gonna be vital going forward. He got countries Cayman Island around water, but at least they got a desalination plant. We ain't got all of that. We got natural fresh water, and we need to make sure that the water they stay clean, that water is not contaminated, that that area there is respected to the fullest. Go ahead. That was my side tangent.
For sure, man. And and next thing too, when it comes down to the roads, like as we said earlier, as I said earlier, I mean, got people specialize in these things, right? But if you look at it now, how it's done now to how it was done, you check it out, you go see the differences night and day. And you say you're working at the plant. You're right, there's a big difference when it comes to down to the experience and why they spend to get the best. To let you think and do another job on casting. Because guess what? He come to the conclusion that the government gonna look at the fact, man, we are already paying this man what $3,500 a month rather than pay the professional the $6,500 a month. They tell us let me cut that cost because we don't got engineering that do host. What difference he gonna make?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, ain't say what. Like planning for roads gonna be different with plannings for houses. You
Um,
can't get planning. It's like a hospital. You understand me? You got surgeons. You know what I mean? You got people who do it ultrasound, and you got nurses. You know what I mean? And you got people different departments. Everybody's got a specialty what they specialize in.
yeah, we want somebody who have an honorary road engineer doctorate to come and do all the next road. You understand? That's what we want. Honorary doctorate road engineer. Um, Jason, I had see this will make a post today, and it is
Yeah.
something that I'm realizing, and it frustrates me. So, and this is one of the things what Lataya said to. She's gonna set up training initiatives for our people to prepare them for the world of work. You understand? Teach them resume writing, interview skills, and etiquette. And my question to that is, right, Jason? If you send your child school, preschool, primary school, high school. Oh my God, a good percentage of them now going sixth form. You would have sent your child to school for like a decade and a half, Jason.
Yeah.
If I be send our children school for this length of time, and they come out and they need to be taught about etiquette and how to write a resume and how to do an interview, school not fail.
Yep.
When we hear about how we are going to change the education system and upgrade and this thing, this is how come I make a suggestion to the now Minister of Education when he asked me what civics mean. And I said, I feel like maybe we need to start out, teach civics. And he was like, what is civics? What are you think, Levy? And these are the reasons why I'm saying these things need to be taught. If Michael is going to school and going to come out of fifth farm, fourth farm, wherever, and you're telling me they can't do an interview, they can't write a resume, school fail, this is part of what we need to do. We need to realize that the education system is failing the young people and them. Because if you come out of them thing there and you can't do them thing there, that's how come people going to struggle with application forms and them kind of story there. They're not supposed to be easy. Tell a skin doctor operator on your eye and you see. Or they call it life skills now. Well, all I'm saying is, Vanessa, the life skills that are being taught in our schools, in a make no sense. Your child come out of school and you say, my child, 98% of the people going to schools here are literate. You could write a resume? No. What name so? How you do that there? Come here and do an interview so you could get a job. How? School, that also means school fail. You got to mean that. And I just feel like we need to look. They want to train you to remember what the textbook says, but not about anything in life. When I look back on a lot of the things what they teach us, right? For example, if my maths teacher was able to tap into the fact that by Alan does play cricket, and I could show you how the maths could help you in the cricket, I might have liked maths more. I feel like, as Jevon said, they, 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 they want us to learn something, they don't want to be understand. I feel like that was my problem in certain areas. Because, I mean, I could learn A, B, C, D and spit it back out to you. But that's a difference between knowing, okay, why is A here? And knowing the sounds what A make and the rules of A and them kind of thing there. That is understanding. That is not learning. And me feel like there is a struggle. By Jevon, algebra is very important. Me myself, yeah, I try to get back in the thing, boy. I see which part I could use it now. But that's what I'm telling you. It wasn't explained to me. I got places where I need to use these things now. Oh, you're
No, I'm
suggesting
suggesting.
life skills be taught in school in the last year of school, where all those things pertaining to life is taught. The everyday things, dress code, personal space, respect of property, the etiquette. Well, my position is my position is that them life skills is supposed to be taught over the course of your entire schooling. So I don't feel like it should be like in the last year you say you got to do this thing. I feel like you're supposed to give me a piece
The,
all the
the,
time.
the only thing they would mention about certain things in terms of life training in their scenario, they would say, "Comb your hair." You know what I mean? Make sure look tidy. Don't gonna dreadlocks.
Mm-hmm. Be well groomed. I like for example, bye. Them man gonna got to hire DJ with us. We gonna got to get some DJ school or something. Them man, yeah, they gotta get creative. Bye. I call you in charge of music.
I think so.
What is not who you got to check. I hope Corey you guys spending 1.5 million for the entertainment industry too. But yeah, I want my thing about the 1.5 million is I would like people to approach the government concerning the 1.5 million because if nothing is done, they could like redirect it, eh?
Yeah.
And yeah, and they might end up spend just $50,000. So I want them, you know, spending money to boost up the entertainment industry. Maybe they could have a week when the brand new the new and improved ladies, you know, get some kind of tests, send them go tests, all that kind of things, you know, help the entertainment industry. That bring back to the economy. Man, pay bills can't go into it for the money. People's skills have to be first.
How come?
Um, when you say you can't go into what for the money, I feel like hmm, I feel like people say that it's not about the money, but it has to be about the money. I live in a capitalist society, and money is the motivating factor. As far as I was told, the everything that I see around me costs something. Even the air costs something. Got some kind of rights attached. So money is always the motivating factor. Um, people skills does help you get the money too. But me not sure, cause me know some real asshole. Them don't know people skills, but they got the money. Money is about skills and talent. Huh? I see listen, Jesse, you remember the person what I see, what I tell you this week? They gain some dollars. They don't even have grammar skills. You don't even need grammar skills. You just need skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laziness and lack of vision. Bye.
Um,
Mm,
I could say something pertaining to entertainment, Alan,
go ahead.
because I was thinking about it the other day, right? I was like, you could remember, like a few years back, we making like we the people were making a high demand saying like, yo, if we were to bring an artist to perform, we want to hear them perform with bands,
Yes.
and now the band members them know perform without the bands now. The local acts them know. Like for instance, like the Hookers for Grandmasters, you know what I mean? And look at when name there for Sugar Band. Mention like no, they
Mm-hmm.
basically walking with they're just walking with the rhythm man and all that stuff there. And me like, but we really confused with what we want, eh? Because like when these artists come, we don't tell ourselves like, oh, we're not gonna go to no show unless they got bands with them. But no, we got actually bands in St. Kitts Nevis, and no, they perform without the bands.
I I did not know that was the case. Me not support it.
But you get what I'm saying, no?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
It
oh,
belong
when you
it
bring an
belong to a
artist,
man. Yeah.
it boils down to what?
It belong to a singer and a man with a computer.
Exactly.
That look
So
like
guess
it
what?
look like that are the whole band.
These international artists will come in with a laptop all the time, and they don't want that. So they make a high request like, oh, if this artist come, we want to perform with bands. But now the Sinkits and Nevis band members them now turn into artists now and start to perform with a man with a laptop now.
By you know,
So
I
the
mean,
entertainment still twisted. So it like oh it costs you less, but at the same time when a TV realize the identity what build you kill.
by really and truly the band music cleaner. It cleaner. It more natural. You got by. You need it. You need it. Me not support it. I, I used to be one of them where used to be like, no, play with the rhythm box or whatever, but no, I have come to realize where I was lapsing in my judgment, and it better with
Because
the
I
band.
was just looking at it the other day and I was like, boy, we really don't even know what we want to know because just the other day we said, but if we want to hear the artists perform, we want to perform with bands. We like the bands and whatever, whatever. No. Nowadays, no, the local artists, them, the local band members, them, no, turn to artists that want to perform the band song, which was made by the band, and they doing it solo now. You know what I mean? Killing the
Hmm.
band.
Um, is that because of a lack of musicians or anything? What was the purpose? What the reason them do that?
I feel like it come down to a possible cause because I feel like everything started. I feel like everything started by one person doing it at first, and I could call name too. I feel like they watch Akai. I work out by Akai getting a lot of gigs as a single person and knowing that he does be making his own rhythm. They look at that per se and they maybe just go on with it. You check it out because guess what? If wasn't my customer hire grandmasters, what wasn't gonna just hire Lucas and just maybe those maybe next time. You check it out,
You know,
shatter the whole
you
band.
know, you know, what's it mean gonna hire no grandmasters? Why wasn't gonna hire the whole of Sink
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Sinkers have to come too. A lot of people have been getting away with their rudeness for far too long in all forms. Mr. Jeffers, what's going on? Who's being rude to you? Hey, people stop troubling Mr. Jeffers, okay? Leave Mr. Jeffers alone.
But you get what I'm saying
Although,
though?
yeah, yeah, although Mr. Jefferson is, you know, things just be rude over here. So maybe you take a little early night tonight, but it does get kind of rough sometimes. Maybe not talk to somebody, and I was shocked when they tell me they would have like to get some kind of American artist come down here too. But they were saying they would have wanted with the band, eh?
Yeah.
They would have wanna hear them with a live band. I feel like is I feel like is when I had listened at Jay-Z City. He had do a unplug and he had a band, and that was the first time I was like, bye. His vibes. His vibes. I could understand why people just wanna hear them artists with band. Mostly local artists can sing with a band cause is that they come from, but it's a side also for them cause why pay 5,000 for Sugar Band and you could pay 1,000 for Mention alone. But if I was mentioned, I would have called for a little higher figure. Though. 'Cause if you've been up pay sugar 5,000, what make you can give me three? Maybe give me three. To me that makes sense. And I would have tried bust off them and a little things too. That would have been more reasonable.
Well
I
guess
mean I
what?
know.
I will start going to my guitar then too.
Alright. Like I said, me need to learn how to play my guitar. Me got a guitar, no? Yeah, I need to take some time. I don't know how to play my guitar, boy. Let's me that boy. Um, Lataya say she ever put speed bumps. Watch out, me no want no more speed bump in the road, no? Because some of the speed bump on them I get flattened. When I put on the plastic speed bump, cause you know I be able to drive on one side and I be able to flatten the curve this or so. And then I go fix them back. So it defeat the purpose of the speed bump. And then the next
But
set of speed
sometimes,
guy.
but sometimes they put on the plastic one, right? After look, the screw still up.
Yeah, all them thing there. The screw up in the ear. And then when it come to the other speed bump now, I know the government got yellow paint, but I haven't got to make sure that there is a particle. But watch out. Me not even try help her with that there. I don't want a speed bump. Do the speed bump them where you say in a Westbury, but still the Craddock Road. Unless it's done by the place with the deck here. That the only place in a Craddock Road. And not even the really. Nobody get hit in a Craddock Road. I be drive safe. Craddock Road, you not gonna know how fast you go in a Craddock Road, huh? Tongue right there. Where over fast in a Craddock Road, boy? People want to drive
Nowhere.
fast. People want to drive fast to Craddock Road. It's culture armor time. And that when they reach by TDC there and they head straight, cause that's how they want to reach a complex. Outside of that, you ain't driving no fast in a Craddock Road. Ain't make no sense. Tongue right there. I mean, so be with Westbury. Stay at the Craddock Road, please. It's Jones.
You do? You do, Alan?
I do well. You don't want to clear up that Miss Stapleton. What do I do?
Clarity, clarity. Stop talking the codes like me.
Mm. The Premier's press conference is next week, Tuesday. And I would hope that next week, Tuesday, I would hope by next week, Tuesday, that the 2023 budget is available for the general public. I have never seen a man, I have never seen the most powerful public figure in a country had to scatterbout and budget half a one show. With a man who might not even talk good. Suppose me might even not talk good, boy. You check it out? No, Mr. Premier, you got to come better than that. Suppose the budget we need gazetting will be official. And still ain't he can't even say, well, bye, let me try reach out to the man there, man, find out, I slip up in this. Cause there's an error in there. And I could fix it, but me don't want to fix it before I mash it up. That ain't no fun. Me can't get to be petty like us all. You know what I mean? So come out with the thing so that I could fix it, man. Yeah, definitely, GG. That's one of the questions that need to be asked. We were told at the last press conference a month ago that the new figures would be related to us, and we haven't heard anything from a month ago. And also, by the way, I have an approximate figure of the money that has been spent on the hospital. I have an approximate figure. I got that kind of question just to clarify one or two things, but I right there in the zone. So, Mr. Premier, like, as I tell you, you could ask me how much you spend on if you want to
But
know.
me gon' but we gonna tell you.
Yeah, regardless. Oh, regardless, I'm telling you, you better you don't be off. Cause I know how much done spent, and I know how much is budgeted to be spent further. I know how much you're going over. Even though the premier would have said that the project is gonna be over by $500,000 United States dollars, which is 1.35 million Eastern Caribbean currency. The number what I see you're gonna be over, you're gonna take that 500,000 there and you times it by a figure. I can't tell you the figure. But you times it by a figure and that's how much you're over. It ain't gonna be by 500,000. All of these things I need the premier. The discrepancies in the budget. Was the budget passed or is it on hold until the issue is cleared? Well, Shante, I'm glad you asked that question. Then. This is what I would like to know. If the premier pass a budget, if the premier present a budget with figures that the premier come out and say was incorrect, were we actually presented with a budget? I
Alan,
know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
all of this I was waiting for, just because I was waiting for the numbers, because I know with the numbers, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff would have been rectified because I just was taking baby steps with it, because I was just waiting for the right moment to say whatever, just so we know we got some certain figures already lined up to do a match. This question here, you know what I mean, just open a whole different can of worms, man. Because
That's what
like
I'm
you
saying.
you already got messed up. You already got messed up from the last budget. You know what I mean? And like now you have allocated funds wide open. The
Me tell
door
you,
wide open. But you can't
he,
tell me how much missing.
he got things what in the budget. What me I try to tell you, Jason, the premier is talking to the topics. He got things what in the budget what never happen. I mean, no. That's a big guy the premier talk to the topic. And he talking kind of loud, but he need to whisper. Don't talk to me so hard, man. Say, Mr. Powell, you can't battle, Mr. Powell. No, not so hard with me, Mr. Powell. And then, me's a quiet kind of man, not them kind of loud thing there. But that's what I'm saying. If me tell you these are the figures, and then come back 2 days later and tell you, he had some incorrect thing. Me not know if the budget pass.
And the
Me
thing
not know if
about
the
it
budget
is too.
pass.
The thing about it too. You understand me? As I say, you know what I mean? We say we don't go by the facts, right? But we gotta go according to the facts right now. No? And with going according to the hacks, right, knowing that there is so many allocated funds going for this and that, right? Who knows if these allocated funds are to just make up certain numbers that are off?
By as you talk about that, he got all listen. You know how much of things and really and truly, I wanna give the premier a big up to because him kind of holding back on it so long kind of give me an opportunity to kind of look on certain different angles and not really rush to so that whenever I mean even if he don't feel like we're gonna do a part one.
But you feel
I
like,
don't
but you,
we don't have a part one ready.
yeah, but you feel like it'll be he talking sometime or the demon be talking still because he made up. I know the premier made a post the other day talking about banks giving hard for get
Mm.
loans and all that type of stuff.
Um, I feel like I'm gonna say he's in control, man. I don't even feel like the premier is drink. You feel like the premier is drink? What do you want the premier about? Me, no. Not even Famila. The Premier don't do nothing. He just cool and calm. You understand? And going through. I can't recall. That's what that's the thing. Audited. You see? And that's the thing. Listen, the Premier make the auditors look bad, you know? Can the Premier coming out and saying these are audited accounts? Oh, me control. Oh, you want to tell me the auditor just slide that they just slide by? He don't realize? No man. No man. You know good. You know good. But as I said, the premier still have time, humble himself. He could find information. There could be a
Well,
workaround.
because he work out the NRP drama is still going on, so he could get away. No,
No, no, and he got press
NRP is not in
conference.
power. NRP
He,
is not in power.
Jason, I'm glad you mentioned that. Who is it? I do not understand the criticism of anybody who would discuss who is in power. You understand what I mean? I say? The people who got it, who could affect my life, the people who could write the laws. I don't understand how come the focus supposed to be on the opposition when who in a power by definition them do things every day to affect you. So am I supposed to be a focus on the opposition for?
Exactly.
Who it be, who you would tell me they are on the opposition bench, them can't do nothing from out there. Me got to focus on who in a power, who got the responsibility. There's a time when I definitely gonna watch the opposition. I still need to know when is the convention for them, but
Yeah, but just
the,
remember
the main
federally they're in
the main
opposition.
the main but the main well the thing about federal you know me focus on Nevis. Me like to see Nevis. So the main focus on Nevis is local government. You're the man in that day. Me no want to hear no. I don't want to hear no distractions. Just give me vibes. And I feel like the spotlight is on who is in power. If the premier don't want, if CCM ain't want nobody talk about them, lose an election. All I got to do is lose an election, and everybody stop talking about that. And it's an NRP case. So simple to me, yeah. Just lose, just lose, and you're good. But he incriminated himself, but he does so smartly. You have to listen. You have to really listen to the premier. Big up to Mr. Jones. You see, Mr. Jones was in the UK.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man, in a trench coat. In fact,
marketing.
yeah, man, he making his sons proud. Man, boy, yeah, I, I like it. I like it.
Don't travel. Don't travel too much, you know.
Mom, when we can say that,
Mm. Just a word from the wise.
what the cheese stands alone. You got to trust the cheese. You got to trust the cheese. Watch out. Same way when you travel, the cheese got to trust your toe. Yeah, but I like it, man. It's like it. I, I see the packaging. It's a dangerous game, but uh, I see the packaging. The packaging of like the pure and the family man and them kind of thing there. Yeah, I don't feel like if I was to enter politics, that would be a road that would be available to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not this. No, no, no. Me not say. Me just going straight to the shits. Straight to the honesty. Um, let me see if I see anything else here. See impact of civil river future. Yeah, the earth is burning up. Climate change. Oh yeah, they say we have a new ombudsman or an acting ombudsman. And an ombudsman is somebody who really and truly the general public supposed to be able to go to and express their gripes, say what is affecting them, and they're supposed to kind of represent the people,
Mm-hmm.
even against the government. So they're supposed to be able to get stuff done. The only thing I would say about ombudsman is if the office is properly financed and staffed, I see it as an office that could be impactful. But if you just put a man in an office and he got the bare minimum stuff, like a secretary and whatever, and he barely got any budget, you know what I mean? They might treat you like a Eric. They just give him a high stats and a small budget. Then kind of ways there, me not see how it gonna work out.
True.
But if he properly taken care of, then vibes is there. I see
Of course.
possibilities. Ombudsman. Let me see what else is taking place in this country. News outlets through the water program.
Don't forget to share the show, like and comment and subscribe. If you want to join the chat room,
Justice
you know what I
Congress.
mean? Just comment for the link.
Same man, MP arrested.
Uh
Same
Master
man,
Control could post the link.
same man, MP arrested for bribery. Everywhere in the Caribbean. But you like cutting in Spanish or no? You know, yeah? People like yeah, be subs we got a Lego one or two. You can't just start the things and then you know what I mean. No shot of firework.
Yeah, but you're talking about MP being arrested and all that stuff there, right? That not happening in St. Kitts and Nevis, no. Years, no many people
No,
going to jail.
no, no. We have the most righteous ministers on the planet. We even got one will tell you, I'm coming with facts and figures because we have the facts and figures. And she not even know what she that about. She was at the Nevis, the El Comida Willie thing. Let me share
Mm,
vibes. Or the all the politicians right now. I'm gonna put Janice at the top. At the top. Okay? And here's why I'm gonna put Janice at the top. Sometimes me just be on Janice case. Me don't wanna know what going on with convention. Wanna know what going on with NRP? I say is at the end of the day, some of this thing will clear on got to fall upon the leader. But when Janice saw me down at the event, Janice come and Janice talk to me, heal me up, and then she went on her way. Eric give me a head nod. Chai pass me straight. Janelle pass me straight. The premier pass me straight. Nobody see me. You understand? And that's how come I tell you, me gonna respect Janice more than them. Because Janice could take criticism. Whereas all I ever saw you, and it's kinda good for me that some of the other politicians can't really take criticism. Because me not got to go fast to talk to her, yo. And me could continue say what me got to say. You check? I gonna just be impartial. I go still continue to say, yo, I like when you do this. I respect when you do this. And then me go cut her when it's time to cut her. You check it out? So me gonna got to read Janice candidate. Really and truly. Um the premier wife. They give me a little better vibes than the premier. How? How she gonna be more mature than you? Big man. No. Me not see it. I'm not seeing it from you politicians, mate. But as I said, I want to be petty. It works out for Alan. I really can't lose. Cause and it showed me some kind of dunceness too. Cause the dunce move was to be like reasonable. No, the smart move was to be reasonable. The dunce move is to be like, yeah, me against Iowa. But everybody got to shut herself. And that one of the reasons to why Jason. Me no look no picture with the premiere. You know how me work out the maths? I tell myself,
Mm-hmm.
if the premier was to come to me and say, Alan, Labby take a picture. You do it? Ain't happening.
Yeah.
No, hell no, ain't happening. Jason, you know me, ain't happening. And ain't no beef or nothing like us. So I just know some maybe. You watch it, you're not even see picture with me and my partner them. You see picture with cheese. The cheese stand. That is how. Me
Me
nah,
never
me,
seen a
me
picture of
nah,
you and cheese.
no, you never see me profile picture on WhatsApp. What you talking about?
No.
No, it's
Me
only
never
now
see
it
it on
change.
Facebook. Me
No,
never see it
well,
on Facebook.
boy, me not there with the whole public, but we don't be communicating. You
Post it on
know,
Facebook,
up
let me
to
see.
the today I was talking to the cheese. So you need to scrub a little harder. You need to scrub a little harder. You check. But no, me not in them kind of things the way. Up to the other day, me been a tell myself, but I need to take a picture with Ants man. Ants man, my partner, you know? Me can't recall me on a picture with Ants man. Can't recall it. And that's me G. What you talking about? You check, you see what delicious say? I mean, the premier pepper. I can just find it strange for somebody who like me and them not like that who come and be like, yo, let me go take a picture. Me? No boy. No boy. See, as me think about it, I go take a picture with my father. Me, I don't recall how to take my picture what? Them kind of picture is picture I need. I take picture with my teammates, man. My real teammates. To see you see that the class here at 50. No, sir. I was looking shabby. Cause I had no. Me not accept no award. Me not make no speech. Me not even know who I was sitting on next to. I had some lovely company. But I didn't even know who I was sitting on next to. So me? No, sir. I just did what I had to do. In my labor colors. Dr. Joe, what's up? And well, you know Dr. Joe, no, nothing about Abby. So he just was out. Bear in mind, you are the celebrity. No, me can't get bigger than the big boss. I could be more well dressed than the big boss, but no. Yeah, the real celebrity. The real celebrity. But Jason, what's say
Yeah.
that? I kind of go down, kind of light on topics.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know. It was a fun night, you know. At least we know. At least you guys know for sure that we have some numbers here on pending, so we're waiting for them to release so we could counteract, you know. So we're just
Here
waiting.
what I could, here what I could say. Right now, I feel like we're gonna take it in two stages, and I think we're gonna have a lovely guest when we do the budget
Hmm.
shows. Lovely female guest. However, I want to do. We want to do a kind of look at the premier's first term in office. So basically, from 2017 to 2022, 2018, 2022, wherever it kind of be, we're gonna look at that, and then sometime maybe about June or so when he released the 2023 budget, then maybe in the summer, on Culture Armor time, we talk about the budget when he finally releases it. But we're gonna do a kind of thing where we put some context towards the first term that the premier has served in office. Oh no, Gigi, they can't hack them figures here. These figures backed up remotely. The computer doesn't even connect to the internet. Not a computer. This is a special
And
computer.
and pen put to paper just in case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All these things and old school. You can't hack a book.
And and we would notify you guys when we have the specific budget show, especially.
Yeah, I want to do it as soon as possible. But as I'm saying, we want to do one where we look at the the first term of his office. We want to look at. We're gonna be spotting the trends. You understand? He done set the trends, so we're gonna spot the trends and show you what is taking place with regards to the premier and his
You know.
financial management or mismanagement. The public will determine.
Anyway, guys, have a good night. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know, share the show, like our comment. Thanks for Real Entertainment Network for having us. And when you hear the show called Budget Show, get your pencil and your paper because we come with statistics. Anyways, I'm
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Good night, everybody. Hopefully, I'll have a better mic next week. I apologize. Of course, y'all are the number one priority, so I'm gonna try to get my shit fixed. But
Javon Green, big up yourself.
good night. Yeah, big up Java. Boy,
Yeah, man.
Javan at that time, boy, Javan that and the budget gonna release music festival weekend, and he feel like me not gonna see. He feel like I going out the weekend there. He going. I ain't going
In our
nowhere.
way. You getting in our
No,
way.
he yo, Mr. Premier. Here I want the premiere do for this year music festival. Change it up and do one thing. Wear some jeans. No, you can't wear no kind of young people jeans. You got to wear like top jeans. So here's what I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Premier. Wear some Japanese jeans. I could tell you the brands. Once again, I could tell you the brands. Them I could, let's, bruh, I could fix you up as long as you humble yourself. Yeah, you could yourself. But don't let be no wrangler. Don't let listen. Don't let be as I say no young people jeans. You can't handle that. Cause I tired of the linen. Me no want to see no more no more white linen shirt. And got to feel like I said that there. A style.
White Sun.
Some jeans, yeah. Some Nikes. Let's do this thing, bro. Good night, everybody.
That's the rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a writer. No, you're just an idol. You got me feeling like Big Sean in this. 5, 4, 3, 2. I deserve a minute. Wait a minute. Gotta get up and over. Regain my composure. No longer my lover. Find it